guys, my name is Courtney. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be diving into an easy like date night kind of look. Today is New Year's Eve, so I'm going to be prepping for the night. Oh, Layla wants to join in. This is Layla, my dog. She's very jealous if I'm not giving her attention. Hey. I'm going to be diving into a lot of tips on how to make your makeup last as long as possible. These are just things I've personally found that work best for my skin. Everyone's skin type is different. My skin is very dry to combo. I'm going to try my best to try to explain everything as best as I can and how to make your makeup last throughout the night, all the techniques I'm using, all of that. So I'll be taking my look from this to this. So to figure out how to do that, just keep on watching. First off, I'm going to be going in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. If you couldn't guess it's foundation, it says right there on the bottle for you. And I'm going to be mixing it with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation as well. The reason why I'm choosing to mix these two is one, because the Anastasia one is a little bit too dark for my skin right now. And I just really want my Anastasia Beverly Hills one to last as long as possible since it's more expensive. So I find when I mix it with my kind of lower end foundations, that helps a lot in the longevity of making it last. Helps my wallet. I really like the finish of both of these, so mixing them together is just like my perfect go-to. I make sure I really buff right here around my smile lines because I'm a very expressive person, and if I don't do this, things will settle in there and I end up getting like foundation lines right here, and I don't like that. Next, I'm going to be going in with this Morphe concealer. It's just a shade or two lighter than my current skin tone. And I'm going to dab it right underneath my eyes. Not right underneath. I usually go a little bit farther below, just so it doesn't get too cakey directly underneath my eye. And I'm taking a dry beauty sponge. This is one of the Morphe ones. And I'm actually going to spray it with a Morphe setting mist. So it's not damp from like water or anything. It's just damp from the setting mist. And then I'm going to go in and blend it in with the beauty sponge. Starting at the outside. And I try to blend everything in as much as I can before I move up to the eye. I feel like when I directly go in with tons of concealer right below my eye, it just causes tons of like cakiness underneath my eye, and I don't like that. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. And the reason I go in with a lighter concealer underneath my eyes rather than one that's just the same shade as my skin is just because it helps brighten my under eye. Okay, and then I'm going to spray that one more time and just make sure that everything is nice and blended. Having the setting mist on the beauty sponge will help everything set in place as well. Okay, I'm also going to take that concealer underneath just right here on my chin and then down my nose as well and a little bit up onto my forehead. And then again with blending, I'm going to spray the beauty sponge and then blend it all out. Make sure everything is nice and blended. I'm going to take my foundation brush. It's the JH03 brush, and I'm just going to blend everything into where I've highlighted. And now that I have my base on there, I'm actually going to spray my whole face with setting mist just to help lock things in as we go along. Am I Beyonce yet, or? Okay, next I'm going to be going in with the Hourglass Translucent Veil Powder. And with my Morphe JH07 brush, I'm going to just take a little bit of that powder. I'm going to start down on my cheek area first and then move up underneath my eye. I feel like when the majority of the product is down here, it doesn't make my under eye look as crepey. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing right here. I'm going to pack the product on my chin and my forehead because that's where I feel it gets pretty oily over time. Okay, and then I'm also going to set right here in my smile lines. And then with a brush that isn't as dense, I'm going to take the rest of that translucent powder in the cap, tap it all over, where my skin hasn't been set yet. You want to make sure that you don't feel any stickiness at all on your face. So if there's any area that's still a little bit tacky, just go over with powder again. You want to make sure that you're not over powdering, so I always say start with less and then build up from there. I was in the Sephora line a while back and found this mini Tarte Pro Glow To Go palette, and I'm going to be going in with this bronzer shade right here on the bottom, and I'm using the JH02 brush for this. And I'm going to put it right here underneath my cheekbones. Since it's going to be nighttime when I'm going out with this look, I'm going to put a little bit more bronzer on than I normally would, just to make sure everything lasts and just to make sure when I'm in the darker light that it still shows up. I have all the face powder on except for my highlight, so I'm actually going to spray my face with setting mist one more time, and then I'm going to apply the highlight and then setting mist again. When you apply a setting mist over the top of a bunch of powders, it just helps them kind of sink into your skin better instead of sitting on top of your skin. If you have peach fuzz or anything on your face, it helps it not look as powdery. It just mends it all together. I'm going to be going in with the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics Luminous Powder in Carrots. And this is supposed to be kind of a subtle highlight that you can stick all over your face to just make your skin like glow from within. I'm going to just apply it as a highlight. So I'm going to use this JH04 brush. And then I'm going to apply it all over the tops of my cheekbones. Nose with it, and then as well as the center of my forehead. All right, and then I'm going to be taking the Jaclyn Hill Loose Highlighter in the shade High Volt, and this is supposed to be like her beaming highlights. They are pretty beaming, so I'm not going to take too much, otherwise it can get a lot. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it on the high points of my cheek with that same brush. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit of it right on the tip of my nose. And then with my finger, I'm going to put it at the top of my lip. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to use setting mist again. Next, I'm going to be going in with this Laura Lee Nudie Patootie Palette. I saw this on a video a few weeks ago, and I kind of got obsessed with it. The shades are absolutely beautiful. It's like a nude dream, honestly. A large packed shadow brush like this, I'm going to be first going into the shade Streaking. It's this just light nude color, right? I'm going to pack it onto my eyelid. Okay, it was looking a little too pink to me, so I took a little bit of this subtly yellow nude shade. They have like kind of a pinker tone nude right here and then a yellow base nude right here. So I took some of this yellow and just popped it on top, and now it's like the perfect nude for me. Next, I'm going to be going in with this color called Strip on the palette. It's like a deep yellow, almost mustardy color, and I'm gonna take this large fluffy brush. It's the JH30, and I'm gonna put that into my crease just to start that transition. And then I'm gonna start blending it underneath my eye, just on the edges. Then I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's called Butt Naked. It's almost a really cool tone brown. It has some subtle purples in it. And with that same brush, I'm just gonna go right on this outside edge. I'm really just building it up and making that crease darker and darker. Okay, next I'm gonna take this Morphe brush. It's an M455. It's a little bit of a pointed angle brush, and I'm gonna go in with that Butt Naked shade again, right underneath my eye, and smudge it out. I'm going to be going in with this really flat packed brush, and it's a M421, and I'm going to be going into the shade Jaybird. It is a stunning stunning shade. When you move it one way, it's kind of a pinky color, and then the other way it's more gold. I don't know if you can see that in the packaging, but it is absolutely beautiful. And before I go in with that, I'm going to just wet the brush a little bit with some setting mist and apply this all over my crease. When you apply shimmer shades like this, a lot of times you just have to really pack it on and press instead of smudging it around. It's kind of like a foiled shadow. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a little bit. Okay, I've applied that to both eyes, and now I'm gonna go in with a liquid eyeliner. I'm gonna try my best to record this, but we will see. You can use any liquid eyeliner for this that works for you. One of my favorites is the e.l.f. one. It's like a couple dollars. I'm going in with this pen eyeliner. All right, one liner down, the other side to go. Wish me luck. All right, they're definitely sisters, not twins, but that's fine. No one's gonna notice. You can't let people control your life. We're going in with these Ardell Demi Lashes. They are so beautiful. They're natural enough, but just bold enough. I don't like it too crazy of a lash, so these are great. Okay, I have the lashes applied, and I feel like I need some more depth in my eye look. So I am going to go back in with that Nudie Patootie Palette. And I'm going to take that small pointed brush that I went in under here, and I'm going to bring some more color down there. So I'm going to go in with the shade Butt Naked and blast it down, down, down. All right, and then as close to my corner and eye as I can go, I'm gonna take the darkest shade called Nakey Nakey. It's like a very, very dark, cool brown right there. And I'm just gonna place it right here. I'm gonna take the shade Topless and the shade Stark, and I'm gonna mix those together for my eyebrow highlight. Okay, I quickly went ahead and did my brows off camera because I honestly don't like how my brows are right now, and I didn't want to teach you guys that yet. So once I wax them here soon and figure out what I like, then I'll teach you guys about my brows, okay? But I basically just fill them in the shape that they are, and it works for me. I am going to go back in with some mascara and go along my bottom lashes. I don't like too much mascara on my bottom lashes, so I'm just gonna barely be tapping them. If you get too much on, you can always swipe with your finger and it'll help remove it. And last, I'm going to be going in with this liquid lipstick by Laura Lee in the shade Cabana. And I'm just going to be topping it with a gloss with a little bit of a subtle pink in it. And there you have it. There's a glam out on the town kind of look. It's New Year's Eve today, so that's what I'm going for. But this would work awesome for like going out with your girlfriends or on a date and you want to look a little bit more pizzazzed. You could wear this to work. You could wear this to church. Honestly, it's bold enough, but it's not too crazy where people would be like, holy crap, that's like a ton of makeup, you know? I mean, it's definitely a lot, but you know. I love this eyeshadow, how it reflects like that is just gorgeous. It is one of the most beautiful shades I've probably ever touched. And once again, that's in the Nudie Patootie Palette by Laura Lee. It is not too expensive, I don't believe. Maybe like $30, something like that, but it's a goodie. So if you need like a good go-to palette, this could definitely be one of them. It has enough shimmer shades in it, but enough mattes. It's good for basically any skin tone, honestly, because the range is definitely there. It's really beautiful. So yeah, if you end up trying this look, let me know. I would love you to send me pictures.
Oh, wow. You're all dolled up.
I just filmed a video.
Oh my god, crochet video.
Say hi.
Shalom.
This is Sincerely Jordan. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you're notified next time one of my videos is up. And thank you so much. What is going on with my hair? Oh dear. But thank you so much for coming and watching. Make sure to be subscribed to my channel and like and ring the bell and comment and all of that fun stuff so that you can be notified next time I have a video up. And thank you so much.